Okay, I believe we are live. Welcome. I want to see if we get a few people coming in here with us live. And I want to check and make sure we are actually live on the YouTube. So hopefully this will not start playing, but it most likely will. Just hopefully some people will be joining us. Welcome if you are joining us. And also welcome if you are listening on the replay. And sorry, I am looking over here because I have two screens. And this is the screen where, all the goodies are.
All the magic happens.
Because, it would just be way too much if I put it all on one screen, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So welcome to the Nifty Chicks, Gen FT. I am excited that we are trying something new today. So for those of you that, listen to the podcast or watch us on YouTube, normally we don't go live, but we thought it would be fun to try something different. And so we're kicking it off with a Wag Me Wednesday. However, we are thinking that it will probably not stay as a Wednesday live show. We'll probably switch this to Tuesdays. And Gen FT, we have a great name for our Tuesdays. I mean,
we do. Yeah. So it's going to be NFT Tuesdays with a twist. You're just going to have to find out what that twist is. Just wait and find out.
Yeah.
Could be exciting.
I'm just going to go ahead and share this out so that hopefully some more people will join us. And so let's just kind of review what we're going to be doing. I wanted to just give everybody a reminder about what the Nifty Chicks are. And I was going to, I'm just going to share my screen here. There we go. So now everybody can see. This is our cute little website. You can go to the niftychicks.io. And this is where, we have a little blurb about ourselves. And you can get the latest episode, go subscribe to us on the various podcasts, find out about Gen FT and myself. And then we have all of our podcasts here that you can scroll through and, go check them out. This is where we keep all the show notes. So whenever we have somebody on, we have links back to them for how you can get in touch with them. Or, if we're chatting about the news, we've got all the links for the news there. So just remember, it is the niftychicks.io. And I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing for now and just have us chat for a minute, because a lot of things have been happening.
In
a lot of things. World of crypto and NFTs. Do we want to start with what is going on with the crypto crash? Do we start on a low note and then hopefully it gets better from here?
Yeah, well, I think I want to just share with everyone kind of why we're changing this a little bit. So, ultimately, one of the things that you captured, Minty Cell, that I want to make sure we share is that, these live shows are going to be a conglomerate of a lot of the shows that we've had in the past kind of combined. So we're going to be mixing up, news articles, interesting NFT topics, specific projects that we're interested in, asking any questions that we might have or get from the audience. So just stay tuned. Each week we're going to be doing these live shows. So it's going to be a little bit different. And one thing that we both absolutely love is our wine. Do you see this glass? Do you see it?
Yeah,
this is not a wine glass. This is not a wine glass.
Mine is, but did you see?
I know, yours is way cuter than mine. Way cuter than mine.
So this is something, if you guys see me in person, typically at events and such, I bring these lovely stickers. And I know I handed out a few in London, and I was actually getting a little crazy last night, and I may have ordered some new stickers for Art
Yay.
Basel Miami. I'm super excited about it. You're gonna love them.
I
You're
am
gonna love
so
them.
excited. I am so
Yeah,
excited.
you
I'm gonna
haven't
be
even
plastered
seen
this
them.
everywhere. I know. I can't wait to see them. I cannot wait. But yeah, it's this is my house is actually under construction right now. So all of our nice wine glasses are put away. So this is just my regular good old drinking water glass. But this today
Cheers.
it's way better than water. We've got some wine. And what are you drinking actually, by the way? What kind of wine are you drinking?
I'm drinking wine. It is a red blend from Portugal.
Oh my gosh, I love the fact that you brought the whole bottle.
I just
I support
figured
that.
it was easier than.
100%.
So I see we've got some people here. We've got Christina
Awesome.
over at continuum.market, and we have Phil and Shelly from Wine Time Fridays, who I just talked to yesterday. I did a fun little inner circle training with them on NFTs. It was a lot of fun. And I was thinking as I was pouring the wine and brought the bottle, I was like, oh my God, Gen FT, we can get sponsored by wineries.
Oh, I
Wines.
love that. That's
They
brilliant.
send us the wine, we drink it on the show, and they get, the shout out. I mean, that's like
That's
combining two of
brilliant.
our favorite things, right?
Does that mean I can drink wine for free?
Yeah.
I love this. This
Yeah.
is brilliant.
I love this idea too. So
Well,
I guess I'm going to need to have another conversation with Phil and Shelly about how we get free wine.
yeah. So actually, I'm
Yeah.
drinking Costco wine. This is
Oh.
they have a advent calendar of wine where
Oh
mini
yes.
bottles for each day. And so I am working my way through the month of December, even though it's only November.
Oh. Oops.
And
Well, you
I'm
can get another one. They still have
we
them. I
can
saw them the
come.
other day.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Oh, and Christina. So I like this. Wine Time Friday said, now you're following our model. And Christina says, not for free. You'll get paid to drink wine. I
Yes,
mean,
can't think of anything better than that.
yes,
Literally.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you guys for being here and commenting because, it makes it more fun when we can have some interaction with everyone. Okay, so what the hell is going
Yeah.
on in crypto and NFTs?
Yeah. Well, I think the hottest topic, and if anybody is listening who is on TikTok, go ahead and visit our TikTok because I attempted my second attempt at a TikTok.
I
And I
love
just
it.
like the
I
word
love.
TikTok. So yeah, ultimately, this show we're doing live is literally right in the middle of a slope that's pretty grim right there. That's Bitcoin
I don't want to see
chart
that.
here. I know.
Oh, it hurts.
15,932. Now, if I can just remind everyone where we were 1 year ago today, 64,978. So, down to 15. That is a steep decline right
Where
there.
were we I don't know, 10 hours ago, 12 hours ago?
True. Yeah. So all of this is centered
Yikes.
around FTX, which I have to say, I have been following the founder of FTX for some time. And I was super impressed by him. I was like, man, this guy is sharp. He's on the ball. I don't know. He's a likable guy. He's a little dorky. He's a little quirky.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like this guy. So I'm really bummed that he didn't manage his balance sheet over at FTX well enough to handle this. So that's a bummer, but yeah.
Yeah. It's more than a bummer. God, it's like one thing after another lately in crypto.
Yeah, it's pretty painful.
And especially, so who was first? Luna or Celsius, and
I
then
don't remember.
now this.
Yeah, it's bad. It's pretty bad. But ultimately, like these firms who are essentially lending out, they have investors, right, giving them pools of money, and then they lend against those pools. And when the lending gets too high and the money, the cash in the bank doesn't actually fulfill what they've lent out, and people start asking for their money back, they're like, "Oh, oops,
Sorry.
can't do that. Sorry, that's gone. Did you actually want
Sorry
that
about
back?"
that.
Yeah. So, like that's the super high level of what happened, and this Sam Bankman-Fried is, at the leading the charge there, and there was some talks about whether Binance was going to buy them out, and
Mhm.
I was kind of hoping for that, for a couple of different reasons, but it sounds like that's not going to happen. So, I have to say, anybody who's in NFTs, or listening, who's been in crypto, um, either probably is impacted or knows someone who's impacted, and so just ultimately it sucks big time. So, not anything to make light of. It's just overall super shitty, but we'll get through it. We will get through it.
Yes, we will. I mean,
Right.
if you've been in crypto for any extended period of time, crypto goes up, crypto goes down.
Yeah.
I have to comment on what Christina's saying here, and that is that we're hearing Binance already backed out of the acquisition,
I did hear that. Yeah.
insinuating FTX was already under investigation, but Binance is also under investigation. And Christina and I've been chatting a bit, and she says this is why we need regulations. And as much as I don't want regulations, when shit like this goes down, this is when I'm like, okay, all right, if we can't just all be good to each other and be on the up and up and do the right thing, then yeah,
Totally agree.
I guess
Totally
we do
agree.
need somebody to take care of us.
Yeah. It's so interesting you say that, because I'd actually just had another conversation. I'm dealing with something else, in regards to wiring funds from one bank to the other. And the amount of
That's
red tape
always fun.
that I'm dealing with is just insane. And so I'm like, this is a win for crypto, because like you don't have to go through these due diligences, right? It's just
Right.
my money. I want to give it to someone else, whether they're domestic or international. I can just do that in crypto. And here, unfortunately, in like Web 2 space in the world, you're just dealing with all these banks and all the regulations and all the rules and all the red tape, and it's just so frustrating that it's like, man, I really want this crypto thing to work, but we got to get people to be a little bit more smart in this space, let me tell you.
Yeah. I don't know. I just hope, we wake up tomorrow and this was all just a dream.
I don't think you're gonna get that, but I'll go with that too.
Dang it. So
All right.
I just got back from London.
I want to hear all about it. We have not even debriefed about it. Tell me, what was
I
it
know.
like? I'm sorry I didn't get to join you. So tell everyone what it was like in NFT London.
So it was great. I have a few regrets, I guess. My biggest regret is that I didn't stay longer. When you make that trip across the pond, you always forget how challenging it is, and then the jet lag and all that. And so I was wishing I had 2 more days. And I missed out on some things because of that, because I was tired and just needed, the sleep. But the conference was great. I was able to meet a lot of amazing people, see a lot of people that I either knew from the States or I knew from when I was over at the non-fungible conference in Lisbon, which I actually ran into Arthur over there, and they're doing it again in April, and he has invited me back to be there and speak. So just making sure, I can fit it into the schedule, but I would love to go back. Lisbon was amazing.
Do you know what those dates are? Because NFT London was just released in April too, or an NFT NYC.
Yeah, it is later in April.
Okay, good. Okay, so we can do both.
I believe it's maybe April 23rd and 24th.
Okay, I
Let's
think
see if we
NFT
can
NYC
find it.
April 12th through the 14th, if I remember correctly.
That sounds right. I know I posted something about it.
Hopefully we can get
Let's see.
a thing going, like an event, a Nifty Chicks event. That'd be so much fun. An
That would
NFT
be so much
NYC.
fun.
We have the
Yes.
perfect party planner, Marcy Cheery. She can help us organize
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
So I say
Yes.
we do that. Let's do that.
So it doesn't say the dates on here, but I'm pretty sure he told me like towards the end of April.
Okay.
So
Cool. Fun stuff.
yeah. Yeah. And they redid their site. It's actually pretty cool.
So I got a question for you. What was the vibe at NFT London? Ooh, that looks nice.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Was the vibe like, crypto winter, people struggling, going through dark space? It was still happening?
No.
Good.
Yeah. Everybody would, I mean, I wouldn't say that everybody was like positive and excited, but I didn't hear a single person. I mean, I guess people talk about crypto winter, yes, but I didn't hear people, down on NFTs I mean, everybody is just pretty much in build mode,
Love
they're
it. Love
like,
it.
what are we doing next? This is what we think. I mean, it's a lot of the stuff that I heard was more about how do we get this mainstream. I kept hearing from a lot of people that we need to change the name and quit calling them NFTs and call it
Oh,
something that makes more sense to the average person that hasn't been in this space. And because you talk about an NFT or a non-fungible token, nobody knows what that means. Like, you have to explain it, and even then people still don't really get it. So
interesting. I wonder what they would even change the name to. Contract? I mean,
uh,
I don't know.
no, I mean, digital collectibles, but on steroids. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay.
Nobody had a great name that they were like, oh my God, this is it. This is what we call it. But
Anything's going to be better than non-fungible token. So
true.
the bar is not set very high. Well, that's exciting. Okay, good. I'm glad the vibe was good, and
yeah,
people
the vibe was great. Got to meet a lot of people. Got to, like I said, catch up with people that I either knew from here or from the States, and made the decision. Kind of got like a little push over to go to Art Basel in Miami at the end of the month.
Yeah.
I was like straddling that. Yes, no, maybe I'll go. And then I ended up at a WoW event, and it was great. And they were, like really pushing for it. And then just talking to everybody that was going to be there. And I'm like, I need to go. I need to be there. So I am going. I will be there pretty much all week. And I can't wait. I actually started writing down where I'm going to be, because there are so many events happening.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, Gen FT, but there are so many events.
Know.
Like, I have a full page of notes.
Holy smokes.
It's like the name of the event, where it is, and the dates. So I know I'm going to be at Decentral on the 28th and 29th. I'm going to be at the WoW Gala on December 1st. The Miami Web3 conference, that's November 28th through 30th. I believe I got tickets to this Gateway, the Web3 Metropolis. That's basically all week. I have to see if I can change my flight to make it to Christina's Continuum event. She's got the comment here. 12/2 is the year-end event at Miami Fountain Blue. So
Fontainebleau. Oh man, that
yeah,
that
yeah.
that hotel. If you've never been, you gotta go. It is just an
I
epic. It's like
haven't
a
been.
step back in time. The Fontainebleau is so
I don't think
cool.
I've been there.
You're gonna love
And
it. You're gonna love
then,
it.
so then there's also the Women in Web3 Summit that I am hopefully going to be speaking at. Where that's a work in progress at the moment, and potentially decentral. Like, so everybody keep your fingers crossed that I'll be speaking there. And then I think there's also NFT Miami. So there is a lot, and that's not even including anything Art Basel. Like, that's just like the NFT
Outside
crypto
events. Yeah.
events. Yeah. So it's
That's
gonna
fun.
be crazy. Yeah, it will be fun. So super excited about that.
I have a question about NFT London.
Yeah.
What do you think the ratio of men to women was?
I feel like it was maybe a little bit better even than NFT NYC. But that
Moving
being
in the right
said,
direction.
yeah, that being said, it was much smaller. So since it was so much smaller, I don't know. It was maybe a little bit easier to see that there were more women there. I mean, I felt like there were a ton of women, and maybe it was
That's
just
awesome.
that was who I was hanging out with. However, I will say this: I was very, very surprised at the WoW event how many men were there. But I do think that it was, I think there was a combination of events happening in the same space. So I think it was the WoW event, and I think, oh my gosh, what's the psychedelic? It's like PA psychedelic something. I can't remember the project. Come on,
Well, I mean,
Christina, do you know? Psychedelics Anonymous. I think they had like they were overlapping. So I think that might have been maybe why there were more men. Because you fully expect when you walk into a WoW event that it to at least be like 70% women, and it wasn't.
I'm not actually surprised by that. I feel like, I mean, just the space is so male heavy. Maybe the events are a little bit more leaning towards getting a little bit more women there, but the space is male heavy, and anyone who's looking for like a project, like a borderline blue chip project, WoW is a perfect opportunity there, and it's got a decent entry point right now, especially with everything crashing.
Right. In fact,
Trust me, I was looking.
That makes me think. I know
Is now
it's
the
funny.
day.
I was buying something that I was gonna buy. Had they sent me the wallet address yesterday, I would have paid yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was like talking about it, and I'm like, well, good news is I just saved money on that thing I bought because price. I mean, it probably saved me $80.
This is amazing. 2 ETH. It's 2.1 ETH, the floor. And right now ETH is 1,118. So for just over $2,200, you're getting a world of women. That's pretty epic right there.
There we go. I may be shopping tonight. Thanks a lot.
All right. I'm sorry, I'm such a bad influence. I'm really good at spending everyone else's money. See that?
Yeah.
I know. Too good at it. Too good.
You do this to me. Let's go see, since we're talking about that, this is another project. So Jenna FP and I were on the Nifty show yesterday, I believe it came out. Let's see. Here we are. 5 top women-led projects with Jen FT and Minty Cell. Many of you probably know this, but that I got my start as the producer over at Bad Crypto Podcast and the Nifty Show, and they had us on as guest hosts, and we talked about the 5 top women-led projects, and we really just picked our favorite projects. We didn't say like it wasn't like any sort of, I guess, official, ranking, right?
Yeah, no, it was a bit random, but kind of looking at volume, but really just the top women led projects as far as success goes, whatever, however we
NFT. I
define.
can get a dead fella for pretty cheap.
Oh, I like that
I've
one
been
actually.
I really like that one. So what would that be?
Like 900
Yep.
ish.
Hmm.
Oh, I love that. Utility is the metric that matters. I mean,
I
we talked about that.
agree.
We talked about
Yeah.
that. About how, gosh, what one was it? It was the stoner cats and how they're incorporating a unique utility attached to their NFT that just goes above and beyond the norm. And I
Yeah.
love that. It's so cool. So totally agree with that. And especially now, right? Like how many people have thousands of dollars to throw around at a picture? Not a lot of people, but a lot of
Well,
people
yeah,
have
especially
thousands of
not
dollars to
now.
throw around for something that could be useful and that actually
Mhm.
provides value to their lives. So I think I totally agree. Like utility is really gonna shine through. Whatever projects are pulling on the best utility is gonna come to the top.
Look at these cats. They're so cute. I love them.
I love them. I love my stoner cat. It's amazing. It's got a martini glass. It looks very posh.
It's perfect. It's
It's
perfect.
perfect.
Love it. Okay. So yeah. Should we move into some other news
Yeah, let's do it.
that is going on? All right. So this has been introduced by OpenSea. Optional creator royalties or zero royalties. What are your thoughts on that, Jenna T?
I mean, I don't know. We've talked about this in the past. I can't remember what drove that conversation, but oh, right, because there is a platform. I can't remember what the name of it. The platform that chooses the buyer. The buyer gets to choose whether they actually pay the royalty, pay back the artist. I'm like, doesn't that defeat the whole purpose of this? Is that an artist is continuously getting paid?
Right?
A cut of the great work that they've done that is changing hands. So I don't know. I think royalties is one of the reasons why NFTs make sense for artists. And if you start taking that away, I don't see why an artist would even go this direction other than to be at like the forefront of technology. Other than that, what's the point?
Right. So Christina says, are you aware of the NFT and metaverse awakenings? There's a ton of crossover happening at Continuum.
Ooh.
I don't know what you mean exactly by awakenings. I would love to hear more about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to learn more about that. We'll have to have her share more about that.
So yeah, so since this is, our first time doing this live show like this, one of the things that I think that we should consider doing is still having guests and have them pop on with us,
Oh, yeah. Can we do that?
So yeah, there's no reason not. Yeah,
I
we
love
could
that.
totally do that. Yeah, 100%. Easy peasy. So, Christina, I think we should schedule that and have you come on the show soonish, and we can talk all about that because, like we both said, we'd love to hear more about it. And yeah, it's just so Devin Fenzer, the CEO of OpenSea, says it's become clear that the current mechanics of creator fee enforcement are not sustainable, not for the marketplaces who enforce them, and more importantly, not for creators themselves. I'm not understanding that.
I just don't see why mess with it. It's working. Don't mess with it. Artists deserve to get royalties. They should not be optional.
Yeah, agreed. Okay. Christina says, oh, yeah, metaverses are offering portals to other metaverses, and NFT creators are placing their NFTs in metaverses. For blockchain brands, artists, musicians, concerts, games, Easter eggs, and Fortune 500 brand placement like Eminem's community to get discounts and free stuff. Yeah.
That sounds so fun.
I actually have, and Jen FT and I have talked about this, and it will probably be something we do eventually, is host this in a metaverse. So let's see if this will let me. I'm going to stop sharing for a moment while I log in and see if we can go to my penthouse in Paris.
Oh man, this is so cool. It's such a brilliant technology.
It's so fun. Okay, why does it say create a space?
And while you're pulling that up, it looks like we have a few extra listeners. So hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We are happy that you are here.
Okay, where's my little penthouse? I thought that's where it was. Is it not in spatial?
I have seen it. It does exist. Your penthouse in Paris does exist. Yeah. And it's not in real life. It's in...
No, it's definitely not in real life.
One day.
I mean, I wish I had that space. It's so cool too, because like you walk outside and there's the Eiffel Tower, and it's so cool. I know. Yeah. I don't know where my penthouse is. I guess I'm going to have to find it. And oh, wait. Here, your spaces. I found it.
Only in Web3 can you lose a penthouse in Paris. It's only Web3. Okay.
Hang tight. It's loading. As soon as it loads, I'll show you guys. I'm not very good at walking through it, though. I get like completely turned around. Okay. Almost.
I feel like the anticipation is just too overwhelming.
Oh my God. This is annoying, though. It just kicked me out.
I think we're going to have to save that for the next one. I know, right? Drum roll, please.
I was there. MySpaces. We're so close.
We're going Did you say MySpace?
No.
MySpace.
Oh, no. I did say MySpace because that's what it says on there, but that's not where we're going. We're going.
Oh, gosh. Well, does anyone remember MySpace?
Yeah,
anyone?
Of course.
I feel like some people. Oh, look at that.
Wait,
that's
who else
amazing.
Is there?
You, another time. That's, I think, a W.
Oh, that is weird.
I mean, eventually, think about this. Eventually, we're going to be able to like put on a headset, an Oculus, and like look around and be in your penthouse. It's just going to be.
What did I say about I'm not good at navigating this space? But.
Oh, I was there for dial-up. Oh gosh, that noise of the dial-up still haunts me at night.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty epic.
Isn't that fun?
No big deal.
There's Paris.
Penthouse overlooking.
I just think it's so cool.
It's very cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should probably get to some news here. There's a couple of other things that we wanted to touch on. I'm not sure if we want to go that direction here.
Sure. We can talk about apes.
Apes. Apes.
So, Yuga Labs founders rail against marketplaces that are rejecting creator royalties, suggesting a DAO governed allow list system.
Yep.
Yeah.
Again,
Saying let creators decide. And they should let creators decide. I mean, that makes sense to me.
You mean decide their royalty amount?
Well, yeah. Because you can decide. Now
I agree. I don't think they should get rid of that.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense to me at all.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Anybody who's in the NFT space knows that, like, one of the reasons you're in the NFT space is because it gives back to the artist. The second someone else values the art that you've created, you get a piece of it. Unlike in the real world, you create a painting, you sell it to a friend, and then they go, whatever you made in that first sale is all you're ever going to get. No one ever is going to be like, you know what, I'm going to slice a cut for the artist here. But
and then you
NFTs,
blow up, and then you get nothing, and whoever owns it makes bank.
100%. Yeah. So that's what I love about. That's one of the things that I love most about the NFT space is it's always factoring in the artist, the person who originated the art, the person who's creating it, the brains behind the actual machine. I will be sad if we move to a direction where that doesn't exist anymore. And I worry that the more platforms allow that, the more people will take advantage of it, because ultimately the buyer has the option to buy an NFT for $100, and I can either pay $100, $105, knowing that 5% is going to go to the artist, or if you give me the option to pay $100 for that NFT, the odds are the average human is going to select, I'm just going to pay the $100, screw the artist, which I don't agree with.
I agree.
You agree not to agree?
I agree not to agree. I agree with you.
That's great.
Yeah. So this one we've talked about before, but so Instagram is jumping into NFTs with minting and selling feature, which I included this because I don't know how I feel about it personally. I guess I'm a little tired of social media interfering with everything. Maybe it's really just Meta that
I hear that, and I feel that. I feel it from you. At the same time, I do think that the masses knows what Instagram is. They're familiar with it. It's a familiar name. It's a familiar brand. And so it's only going to help us by allowing Instagram and all these other social media platforms come into the space and make it easier for the average human to get involved in the NFT space. Like, I am still for that. I get it. I get what you say, and I know why you're saying it. I still think it's for the greater good to get everyone involved.
Okay, so I will say, okay, fine, as far as it onboarding more people into the space. It really just makes me fear like what they're gonna do, on down the road. For example, like it says, Meta won't charge fees for posting or sharing an NFT on IG, though App Store fees will still apply. And I know we talked about this recently where, Apple is trying to take their cut. I can't remember what the percentage was now, but I know it was high. Do you remember what the number was?
I don't remember the exact, but it was high.
I remember it was high. And maybe see if we can find that number, if you can search for it. So that, and then the fact that Meta says they're not going to charge fees, well, how long is that going to last for? I mean, in 3 months, 6 months, are they going to turn around and say, oh, just kidding, we are going to start charging for this because now we see that we can make however many more billions of dollars.
Yeah.
And so then they've onboarded all these people. And then now, I can't imagine that it's going to be free forever.
Yeah, I agree.
And 100% agree with Christina here. All the FANG companies, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, they want your data. That's how they make their money. And, Christina is all about the data and data points. So, yeah, they 100% will squeeze us eventually. It's just a matter of time.
Yep. Yep. I don't think a lot of people care, unfortunately. I don't think
Yeah,
that I
well,
think the average human isn't even thinking that direction.
right.
And or even if they do, they don't care.
Yeah. I think that the average human probably doesn't even understand that they are taking our data, taking our information, and, you know, basically using it against us and making money off of it as well. But
Yeah.
that's just,
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
And agree with Christina is they will care when they can monetize their own data. Yeah, 100%.
I don't know if I
So
agree with that. I don't know. We'll see.
eventually they will. Eventually they will. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like you have to think back to like years and years ago when, you would get telemarketer calls all the time, which we still get telemarketer spam calls all the time. Or, the
It
junk
doesn't
mail.
stop you from you haven't let go of your cell phone bill or your cell phone because of it. It hasn't stopped
True,
us
true,
from participating on Instagram or
true.
TikTok. It
It
doesn't
does
really
it
actually stop us.
it does at least I block them. I try
Yeah.
to stop them from, having contact or access to me.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, when TikTok first came aboard, it was like China's app, and it's our way of like spying into like U.S. citizens' lives, right? And think of the millions of people that are on TikTok. They are just like, okay, cool,
yeah.
come on, China, this is my crib.
I
Like,
yeah, no, I know many people that I deleted it. I never was going to put it on my phone, and then you talked me into doing it for the Nifty Chicks, and I'm like, Gen FT.
I'll handle the TikTok. I've got the TikTok. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's a greater conversation to be had because
Yep.
I think it's an important conversation to have, and I want everyone to at least make a conscious decision of whether their information is shared or not. That's the only thing I want. I don't want people to sign on to something and then not knowingly have all of their information shared. Just at least know
Right.
what's going out there. If you
Yeah.
choose to move forward, fine, but
I
that's your own
mean,
views.
I don't know. It's like whenever you have to sign the terms of agreement, nobody ever reads that. You don't have any idea what you're signing, what you're allowing them to do. You just say, yes, next step,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could put
Yeah.
anything in there.
Yeah.
It could say you're giving them your first child and you wouldn't know it.
I mean, as long as you don't take my dog, I'm cool. I'm
I
cool.
agree. I agree. I agree. Yep. And I just had to throw this in there because Meta announced they're going to lay off 11,000 people.
Yeah. I think what's interesting, anytime these layoffs happen all the time. I think what's interesting is like, were those people so not important to the core business that you can do that and not risk the business crumbling? Like, I think about
Right.
the companies that I've worked in, and I think like if they even did a 10% layoff, that would be like catastrophic to the business because everyone was super important to like the business
Right.
succeeding. And so
Yeah.
like it just makes me think, what was Meta doing with 11,000 extra people that they don't need, and or have they not thought about the implications of these layoffs? I don't know. I imagine those
Right.
people
Right.
did pretty important things. So, but yeah,
Well, so
that's rough.
this article says, Zuckerberg said he wrongly estimated the revenue growth of the company, and therefore he grew the company's investments, but obviously it didn't work out, and the way things are going right now. So
Yeah.
gotta make up for it somewhere to make the stockholders happy.
That's right. That's
You know?
right. Sure do.
Yep.
We'll see what that implication is over time.
Okay, so we had a fun idea for just kind of doing a little like what's next in NFTs, what's upcoming NFT collections. So we are looking here we're on crypto.com, and I don't know, let's just look in here. Oh, angry dogs. Why are the dogs angry?
Oh, but I love anything dog related.
I know. It's on Solana. How are you feeling about Solana right now?
I don't know. I am loyal to Ethereum. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's all I have to say about it.
I mean, the whole market's down. Oh, look at these guys, these unchained elephants.
I actually love elephants. They're one of my favorite animals on earth. I really like this idea. Unchained elephants.
Huh. Maybe.
They're kind of cute.
Yeah, they are kind of cute. Although, like this one doesn't
little
really
scary.
look like an elephant. I really like these golden ones.
I like the golden ones too, and I like the pink one. He looks pretty celebratory.
Looks like it is okay. It's a Thailand. That makes sense. Just getting started. Oh.
Oh, I love elephants so much. This is gonna make me want to buy one.
Oh, sorry.
All right, you buy a dead fella's, and I'll buy an elephant.
Yeah, yours is probably going to be a lot cheaper than mine.
Project with a purpose. You know that.
Oh,
I love
was it?
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll go back there. Where do you see project with a purpose? Okay.
Right there.
What's the purpose?
I imagine they're going to help elephants. I think I saw it on the Twitter. Rescue working elephants. Oh. I love that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like do a little more research into this. And oh, yeah,
you can tell
now I'm
Mindy,
probably getting
Mindy, Sel, and I are driven by animal cuteness. if it's up to here, okay, I'll buy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we're coming back. So we're definitely gonna have to look into that one. Is there anything else here that catches your eye?
And so for anyone listening, crypto.com/price/upcoming NFTs, you can see all the upcoming NFTs. And if you had listened to the Nifty Show episode that we were on, one of the things that I love doing is really scouting out early projects that were kind of pre-mint, pre-launch, and getting in, before they became big. And it's always a big question of like, how do you know if a project's going to be big? And I don't know. But if there's enough ingredients that check the box of like, this could be successful, then, that's something you may want to join their Discord, check them out on Twitter, learn more about them. And so that's how I found Women Rise. And I was super excited to be a part of that project. And I used a site just like this where it said upcoming project. And so strongly recommend people kind of scouting out those upcoming NFT projects that might be the next Bored Ape Yacht Club or the next CryptoPunk,
Yeah.
There will be more of them. Those aren't the only ones, and try to find what they are.
That is for sure.
Are you just choosing this because it's like a lion? Oh no, that's not
it wasn't a lion. No, that's a commercial for loaded lions. No, I just was looking at it because I thought it might be cool, but I don't think I care about it.
And Continuum 3000 says, if they have a growing community, that's a solid sign. Totally agree. Community is so big in the NFT space. And what the vibe is in the community is super big. I know that you're working through some stuff and chatting with the Fame Lady Squad who are going through things, but man, that community is really everything to an NFT project.
Right.
Totally
Yep.
agree.
It really is. And yeah, that is one thing that, it as in any case, not just NFT projects, but just life in general, when you have somebody that is like negative or, just a drain on you or like your friend groups or your family group or whatever, it really brings everybody else down. And yeah,
100%.
you gotta be careful about who you let into your world and let speak into your life, what you're doing. So I like these giraffes too. These are cute.
I love giraffes as well. I really should have lived in Africa on a safari kind of.
There's still time.
You know what? There is still time. Can you imagine me telling my parents, "Hey, you know what? I left Connecticut for Puerto Rico, and now I'm actually going to move to Africa. They're going to love that. In fact, I actually think they're listening. I am not going to do that, by the way, just to be clear.
I mean, our friend Kristen grew up there.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, this is pretty far.
Yeah, definitely. So this has been so fun, Jen FT. I think that we should do it again.
Oh, we will.
Like maybe on Tuesday.
Are you available this Tuesday? What are you doing this Tuesday?
I think I'm doing
talking to me. I think so too.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
NFT Tuesdays with a twist. We're gonna have a drink in the hand, have a good time, talk about NFTs, all things NFTs, the news, hot topics, projects that we're interested in. I'll follow up on that elephant project and tell you whether I'm
so we should find the ones that we want to talk about, and then the next week we talk about them after we've had a chance to do a little research and figure out if we bought or not, and share what we find out about them.
Yeah, and thanks for everyone for listening and engaging. Continuum 3000. I love the comments. Thank you. It was helpful, and we gotta get her on the show.
Yes, definitely, Christina. I will touch base with you to have you on the show, maybe even next week if you are available.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Be sure to, subscribe on YouTube, like this video, and, follow us on all the socials. And Jen FT.
As always, thank you for listening to the Nifty Chicks. Always remember, invest in yourself because you are worth it.